and welcome back to the Palaeocast Gaming Network. I'm Aubrey and today we're going to be playing some Ark Survival Evolved. And on this episode we are going to be exploring the great depths of the island, one of the Ark's maps. Now, each different map in Ark has their own underwater areas, such as like oceans or seas or rivers, and in these are of course many different types of animals, both large and small. So we're going to be travelling around and seeing what we can find. I really hope that we see some marine reptiles, as this is my specialty, like the long-necked plesiosaurs and also ichthyosaurs as well, these dolphin-like marine reptiles. So let's see what we can find. Okay, so we are currently swimming through the seas, going out into the great depths. I am on a primitive whale. I shouldn't really say primitive. I should say ancient whale, a Basilosaurus. So Basilosaurus is an ancient whale, or was an ancient whale, that was around about 41 million years ago during a time called the Eocene. Now, this guy here kind of looks like a whale in the sense that it's got a whale tail and sort of has some kind of look of a whale in its body shape. However, it is a lot longer, and it also has little tiny hind limbs. Can you see those? Obviously modern whales don't have hind limbs, but in prehistoric whales these are still present and visible on the outside of the body. In modern whales you only have a few vestigial parts of the hind limbs left. Now, funny thing about Basilosaurus is that it is something called a heterodont animal, meaning that it has different types of teeth. So let's see if we can actually see that on this Ark specimen here. Oh, I'm trying to swim. No, not really. So, yeah, not particularly accurate in that sense. But I mean, in its sort of body shape, it's fairly accurate. I've seen a Basilosaurus skeleton once, I think, and they are incredibly long. Kind of reminding us a little bit of like an eel or some sort of snake or a mosasaur or something like that. But these are actually ancient whales. So these are great mounts in Ark to travel around in the seas with, because for some reason or another you can't be attacked by like electric eels or jellyfish very easily. And somehow the blubber also insulates you. Don't know how that happens. Ark logic. Oh, we see our first special appearance. This is an Ichthyosaur. Super cute. Oh. They're very curious, friendly little animals in Ark. They look kind of like dolphins. This is called an Ichthyosaurus. They have... Oh, I've got another one here. Kind of look a bit like dolphins in the sense that they are dolphin shaped, and also kind of a bit like a fish because they've got like fish tails. However, these guys are actually reptiles. They were around for like 150 million years, from the Triassic to the Cretaceous period. They seem to really like my Basilosaurus. It's like their new best friend. Let's see if we can give him some food. Probably wanna be fed. Hey, buddy. Hey. There we go. It's kind of cute. So ichthyosaurs in general are kind of fun because they are known for their really, really large eyes. Probably relating to the fact that they're like visual predators. However, the eyes here, not particularly big, but that's okay. And they also have a few extra like frilly bits, which these guys shouldn't really have. But otherwise, I mean, fairly accurate. These guys are like the speedy swimmers of Ark, which kind of makes sense. They are fairly fast swimming animals. So yeah. Not too badly mistaken there. Right. We'll leave our little friendly Ichthyosaur. He can stay there. and we will head on down into the depths. We'll head out over here. Oh, these are jellyfish. In Ark, they're called Cnidaria, which is the Latin name for the sort of the group that jellyfish belong to. That these guys will knock you out and a pain in the neck. So, not particularly fun. But on a Basilosaurus, I am safe from their stings for some reason or another. So yeah. That's why I like travelling on a Basilosaurus, because otherwise it is terrifying down here. There are so many things that can kill you or knock you out and then you drown. It can be a pretty sad time down here. I don't even know where we are at this point. I'm currently looking for a plesiosaur or something that I can tame. Oh, ooh. Ooh, what is that? Right, let's go and have a look at that. Now, Duncanos is a extinct genus of large armoured fish that were around in the late Devonian period, so a very long time ago. We're talking like 350 to 380 million years ago, like pretty long time. Oh, where's my whale gone? Oh. Okay, he can fight the whale. Now, what is kind of fun about these guys is their huge jaws. Oh, he might want to bite me. They kind of have. Oh, there we go. We got a good look at his jaws. Look at those teeth. So these are one of the first like jawed vertebrates, and they kind of have like bony teeth plates instead of actual teeth. Right, where's my whale gone? Oh no. Well, there's the dead shark. I have lost my whale. So, I am in the slightly terrifying position where I am exhausted. So I've run out of stamina, meaning that I can't swim. My whale is just above me, I found it. And then there's this guy turned up. So this is a giant fish, one of the largest fish, called Leezi. Now these guys are pretty cool, and they are huge. But let's just see if I can slowly crawl to safety. Oh, that's an alpha. Oh, that means that they're like uber powerful. Right. Okay, now we are reasonably safe. Ooh. And I'm warm again. I'm happy. Now let's go talk about this Leezi. I don't think it'll attack me. I'm not sure. Okay, so there we have a good view of the Leezi. He's a big guy. Look at those fins. Now Leezi is the largest ray-finned fish, as far as I'm aware. It's from the Jurassic, so Middle Jurassic. There we go. Look at him. Huge, huge fish. It's a member of a group of fishes called pachycormids. Really long fins. I've seen fossils of the fins before. They are huge, really, really long. Obviously, like today, we have things like whale sharks, which are also really big, but they're in a completely different group of animals to ray-finned fishes. So these guys are pretty awesome. So this is one of the giants of Ark. So the ocean areas on the island are probably one of the more duller underwater areas that I've been through in Ark. There are way cooler and more interesting areas in, for example, in Genesis 1, in Ragnarok. There are very interesting underwater areas. Obviously in Scorched Earth, which is like a desert map, the water areas are kind of limited. But at least for the sort of the other maps, the island doesn't have a brilliant underwater area. Like, it's not as pretty as it is in other maps. But it's still kind of exciting, and there's still sort of lots of different places to explore. There are underwater caves as well to sort of check out and look into. There's lots of scary things that will try and eat you. Oh, there's my favourite. Hello. Hello there, beautiful. Oh, no, don't attack me. We have a... oh my giddy up. We've got megalodons. We have plesiosaurs and a giant Leezi over there. So... oh no, don't attack me. I am friendly. So these are megalodons, which is obviously one of the sort of the biggest sharks that, or the biggest fossil sharks that has been found. It is a pretty feisty predator, closely related to like the great white today. I mean, it only disappeared like a few million years ago. However, as with all sharks, the remains or fossil remains of it are very fragmentary because, well, sharks are made out of cartilage and not bone, apart from obviously their teeth, which is quite different. And therefore it rots away and doesn't preserve. So the only thing that we really find of sharks quite often are their teeth, and sometimes they have these fin spines as well that we can find. So we don't know that much about Megalodon actually, really, but we do know that it had very powerful jaws and was a pretty feisty predator, to be honest. However, I am beating them with my fantastic Basilosaurus. However, I am starting to take a bit of damage here. Okay, I've killed one. Problem is, like, they keep eating my tail. Okay, there's another one. And finally, we got rid of them all. Excellent. Now I can admire... I don't know how we can use, like, telescopes underwater, but okay. There we go. Beautiful plesiosaur. Let's go and take a closer look at these guys. Now, plesiosaurs and ark always seem to swim around in pairs. And they are aggressive, so they will attack on sight, like they're doing at the moment. But they won't go up to the surface, which is kind of strange considering these are marine reptiles. They are meant to be air breathers, but in ark they don't need to come up for air, so yeah, logic. But then again, neither does the Basilosaurus, so it doesn't quite work out. Anyway, these guys are just sort of generic long-neck plesiosaurs, swimming around with 4 flippers, reasonably long neck, which is super bendy, and tiny head with small little sharp teeth. Not really anything that could sort of do a significant amount of damage to anyone. However, what I do like about the ark plesiosaurs is that they sort of swim in a sort of a reasonable plesiosaur-like way, I would say. So if you examine their fins there, you can see that their flippers are moving slightly out of sync, which is suggested to be one of the most energy-efficient ways for a plesiosaur to swim. And it is kind of curving its head a lot, or neck a lot, which isn't really something that should sort of happen. It also has loads of extra weird spines and so forth, so kind of strange. But a beautiful little animal anyway, and here we've actually got 2 Leezi in like one area. This is awesome. Alright, let's get out of here before we become plesiosaur dinner. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed this video into the aquatic world of ark, where we got to see some of these amazing prehistoric creatures. We got to look at the plesiosaur, we got to look at the megalodon, the Ichthyosaurs, but there are many other aquatic creatures that we didn't manage to have a look at today, like the Leopleurodon, a relative of the plesiosaur. And also there are many other animals such as like prehistoric otters and also prehistoric beavers too. The Eurypterids, so the sea scorpions, we didn't get to see those. They're kind of sneaky and quite hard to find. So yeah, there are many sort of more interesting aquatic animals in Ark than what we saw today. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more Ark videos. Thank you very much for watching the Palaeocast Gaming Network. I was Aubrey, and have a great day.